Hello there. So I'm off for another walk up the Tor. And I have a question for you. And my question for you is, how's your 22 coming along? Because we're approaching the middle of November as I'm making this. So it's something in my awareness. How's it going for you, 2022? For me, it is the most extraordinary of years, and I began the year with two mantras: the Ganesh mantra for the removal of all obstacles and the Chamunda mantra for victory, and I'm still with them in mid-November, and they have been an extraordinary journey. And unlike many people who work with these mantras, for various reasons I've been working with them on my own most of the time, and it's felt the right thing for me at this time. And so when I reflect on 2022 so far, for me it's been so much letting go. So much letting go. Letting go of things I didn't even know were to be let go of. And for me, the mantras have been gentle and subtle, and yet so powerful. And on reflection, I do feel I managed to choose a relatively straightforward path with the mantras. And so much has just simply melted away. It's rather like at the start of the year, it was me with loads of crap all over me, 16 tons worth it felt like, and it's just been melting away like an ice lolly does when you take it out of the fridge. It's that kind of thing, just melting away all that stuff on the external, on the surface, and it just leaves me feeling more and more myself, a bit at a time, more myself. And I also feel that these, well, I need to add a bit more, which is that late summer, early autumn, I had a lucid dream, and in that dream I met two beings, both feminine spirits, and one of them is a very familiar name to me, that's Sophia. In Christianity, Sophia is the feminine embodiment of the Godhead. So I've added these two beings to my mantra practice. That's my third one, and then a week or so later I was randomly on YouTube and I found one to Krishna. So I'm now doing 4 mantras a day to a male energy, that's Ganesh and Krishna, to a feminine energy, that's Chamunda and Sophia, and the other one. And this balance has felt right, it's felt helpful. And I have been aware that this year for me has been about what people call the heavenly marriage. It's where you go within and you discover your inner masculine and your inner feminine, and it's a sacred marriage. And I feel that's what's been going on with these mantras. But what's really brought everything into the sharpest perspective for me has been receiving the gene keys. And I've made some films about this so that you'll be able to find out what I'm referring to in more detail. Before I do that, let's just Take a moment to take in the view. And it feels like a gift because it's mid-November and it's 16 degrees, which is just like paradise for UK for November. Extraordinary. So I've known for a very long time the DNA is very important, and work on the DNA has been part of the universal cell retrieval for many years, and it's part of working with the plant medicines. In fact, the very first time I worked with the ayahuasca medicine, all the way back so many years ago now, 2001 it was, yeah, gosh, what I thought, 2001, she gave me the very simple message that with her help I can reprogram my DNA. What I find is going on now is I'm being given this glorious opportunity to explore all of the shadows in my makeup. And this process is a real liberation. That's about the best way I can describe it. I'm starting to feel more free than I felt probably ever, actually. I'm a bit all surprised. And after a fair period of time where I was not able to work with anyone else, it's lovely to be able to work with other people again, helping them on their journeys. That feels really great to be able to be back in that, and realising that it was a necessity for me to just focus on my inner journey for a while. One of the things I learned is that it's been a great distraction from my inner work, working with other people, when I've done it to the exclusion of myself. And I can remember there has been a real awareness that it's so much easier for me to listen to other people in phone conversations and to share. So I'm addressing all that now, learning to share, doing my best to ensure that process is equal when that's appropriate. And the other thing I say about the mantras is, wow, so much gratitude for absolutely everything, for this walk, for the wind, for the gorgeous variation in the colours on the grass, really extraordinary, and the colour of the sky this time of year, Somerset, feels like a real blessing. So if you feel minded to, please do leave me a comment and let me know how your year's going, what's happening for you. Very curious to find out. It's also been the year of working with a new combination of plant medicines, and I'll share more about that in another film. Just to say that the work done this year for myself and with other people has been taking everything to another level, which is what I'm always intending. And this ability to always find another way to expand what's being done onto another level, that feels very much a part of the times we're living in now. So there it is, This is the heart centre of the world. It's what people are walking up towards. And there's an intersection of so many ley lines here. This is absolutely mind-boggling. More than anywhere else that I know of personally that I've ever been to. And I'm feeling so much gratitude for all the people that take the trouble to come up here and look out at the landscape and take in the bigger picture. Have the opportunity to allow themselves to be bathed in the really benevolent energies of this heart centre. And I'm very keenly aware that beneath my feet there is so much going on that we don't generally get to consider when we come up here, but it's very significant all the same. Source of the resonant white springs, which are available at the White Spring building and in the Chalice Well. So thank you for coming up with me up the Tor on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. All love to you.